I hate Devin Townsend, and the reason I'm saying it because this Canadian Baldy has ruined music for me. And let me give you a bit of a backstory. Until the age of 25, I used to be a casual metal listener. I listened to bands like Slipknot, Linkin Park, Megadeth, Trivium, Tune Out of Bottom, etc. And I was happy with my life, not thinking too much about music and production and all the craziness around it. But then I discovered Kingdom. It absolutely blew my mind and made me dive into the Devin Townsend rabbit hole. I listened to the whole Epic Cloud, Ziltoid album, then started going back to albums like Deconstruction, and I heard Jular and just when I thought I couldn't get any crazier with him, I listened to Strapping Young Lad for the first time and got blown up by his hair. Oh my god, what the hell was that? So ever since I discovered him, my whole approach to music changed completely. And from writing typical thrash metal riffs, I turned into the more epic direction because it spoke to me in such levels that I could not experience before that. So yeah, I don't really hate him, but my life has really changed in terms of music understanding after I heard him for the first time. So when I heard he released his new album, The Moth, I really held myself from going and hearing the entire album because I wanted to get an honest reaction video for you guys, see how much I care about you. And I held myself back from all the spoilers and tried to flick back anything that came from his social media or anyone else's reactions. So today I'm going to be listening to two songs that he made, Prepare for War and The Big Snit, that was made live with an entire orchestra. I cannot imagine how complicated this must have been to make. So without further ado, let's just listen and see exactly how it is.
I think it's time. It's time to go to war, baby.
Holy crap, wait a second, how many people are in there? Let's see that. Okay, it's typical 4x4. The way he's singing kind of reminds me Lucky Animals. This type of rhythm is very warlike, so dun 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 dun. And let's see exactly all the people here. Okay, each of them has like their own personal microphone, and they have notebook with all the lyrics on them. The diversity here is kind of crazy. I love seeing older people getting involved in metal productions. This is always cool, I guess, because you never associate them with metal or anything like that. Not being ageist or something, it's just common fact here. Yeah, this is... I can't imagine how hard it must have been to mix all of this thing. Wait. Okay, so I see the drums, they're not mic'd. I guess this is all an electric kit. You can see it by the symbols they have here. The reason they use it live is probably because they don't want to have any sound bleeds, because the mix here is already so complicated with all the different players they have here. Really crazy. Oh, and they did it live in front of an audience. Lucky bastards. Oh my god, poor sound guy. Jesus, so many people. This is crazy. Imagining miking and leveling all of that. They must have worked on that for a couple of days at least to get the proper sound out of this. That's insane. First of all, he was always to me like the Mr. Bean of facial expressions when it comes to like the metal industry. And you see that the way he's expressing his emotions, this is something that helps singers push their emotions much more towards the crowd. So when you usually hear metal singers like screaming and doing all this crazy stuff, usually it doesn't require a lot of power. And this is why many singers, when they start in the beginning of their way to do some metal screaming, they hurt their vocals because they see like these insane metal singers screaming and acting on stage. But in reality, they do these faces mostly to help drive the emotions forward, while the volume of their tones is not that loud. And you can see also he's mic'd fantastic here, obviously, because it's Devin Townsend and he needs to be in the front all the time. But his faces and emotions that he's driving through are used to also help shaping the tone. It's something that if you ever sing live in front of an audience, then you know the adrenaline and the feeling that comes with it is usually helping you control your voice much better. And the facial expressions that you do with it also kind of putting you in this mental state that help you drive this singing much more forward. Goosebumps. I love it. I love it so much. It's amazing. Building up and adding more violins and string instruments in the back, according with the guitar. Beautiful. This is a person who loves his music so much. It's amazing seeing artists develop, and Devin Townsend, I think it's probably one of the best example of an artist who really grow up in time, and you can see how they change their sounds throughout every new album they make. I remember he mentioned that this type of project was something he was working for many years with an entire orchestra, and I think it's almost every metal producer and metal musician's dream to work with like an entire orchestra. I make swing metal, and it's always been a dream of mine to play with like a huge big band in the back. So he's living the dream right now, and you can see how much fun he's having here. So many things happening here in the exact same time, and you can hear all the different instruments coming at their specific time to give like this emphasis. And in classical music and in jazz and in swing and all this kind of stuff, usually you don't play everything together. You only do it when you want to make like a really big emotions happening. So you can hear that sometimes, you know. So here you hear mostly the string instruments, so the violins and the cellos are playing. And then the brass instruments are coming to give like this emphasis of it's not like it's something new, but it's like it's very war themed type of orchestration.
Otherwise, there's no resolution. Ain't gonna happen, man. Not on my watch.
Okay, I was wondering if they were working with a metronome, but you could see their in-ears, and I guess the drummer kind of needs to know exactly when to come in. But most classical musicians, the reason they have an orchestrator there is because they're used to work with someone who's telling them exactly like when to come in and how to play all the different parts based on the emotions and the where the song needs to be at the moment. So you can see that the drummer is not directly looking at the orchestrator. So I guess the conductor, sorry, he has the metronome in his ears, and also the drummer and the guitarist and Devin, of course. But classical musicians, they probably look at the conductor and following his lead. I love this cello kind of swirly thing. I forgot how it's called. It's like a swells, or like they slide their hand on the strings and play with the bow, and it's giving like this eerie kind of feeling that something's like trickling or something scary is happening. They use it in Dead Space quite a lot if you play the game. They usually also use it in horror movies to emphasize that something is coming. Something big is coming. Oh yeah. Damn. Okay, one of the reasons he's ducking here, this might be age related. If you've ever seen Rob Halford from Judas Priest, he's also singing a lot on stage, ducking down. And the reason for that is the older you get, the harder it is to maintain your air control. He might also do it from artistic reasons, but it's something that's not very common to see on stage because a singer doesn't want to make himself smaller. A singer needs to be like a huge persona on stage. So ducking is kind of counterintuitive, especially when you're looking at live shows. But again, it might be an artistic choice, but it might also be really age related because it's harder to maintain air, especially when you're screaming at these ages. I think he's 50 something years old by now, and obviously it's harder the older you get. You see the build-up that they did to this part, and then he exploded in all force. This is beautiful. Yeah, you can see how he's holding himself together. It's really hard to do what he's doing right now. And he just needs this support to push it forward even more. It's amazing that at this age he can still do what he does. He hasn't done a lot of consistent screaming in his songs since Strapping Young Lad and Deconstruction, and he's just bringing it once in a while in his latest albums. But the fact that he can still do it and perform it at this level is really impressive. Don't fall. Oh, he's amping himself up, going around. Okay, so they did like it's a small transition when they're focusing mostly on the 1 and 2 in an eighths count. It's not a very common thing to see anywhere, because usually the emphasis when you're playing on something is on the 3 or on the 2 and 4, but not usually on the 1 and 2. So they did a 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and 16ths, and they did like an emphasis on the first 2 notes of every. That's what I love about Devin. He's always like stretching the boundaries and trying new stuff and messing with my mind. God, I hate this guy. In the best way possible. Yeah, but you can see the build-up. He loves it so much. He's like, something is coming, and letting it out. It's crazy. Added another singer here. Woo! Okay, I need to hold for a second. That's why I love him. It's fucking crazy. Wow. Okay. It's been a while since music made me weep a little bit. It's so beautiful. It's like building up, man. Bringing something incredible. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna probably cry again. I cannot break down what's happening here. Holy shit. This is crazy. There are so many instruments playing together, many different parts, and you can hear there are some dissonance here and there, but this is all orchestrated in a purpose. And the purpose is to really make it sound like... I don't want to read the lyrics because I want to focus on the music right now, but he's saying rise, rise, and like something big is coming. I see on the screen behind him is probably playing the clip from this song, and I assume it's all related to like a god figure or something that's happening in this war-related song. I hate everyone in this crowd, like all of them. I'm so envy of them. It's crazy. Ooh. Double time. Not over yet. Shit. Oh, it is over. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. So much to uncover. This is crazy. Holy crap. For any of you music producers who think to do something like this takes years to develop. It's not something you can do overnight. Imagine you need to sit down and write all the notes for all the different instruments that are playing here, and every instrument has usually a different scale that comes with it. I'm writing for saxophone in my band, so and their scale is different than what you would expect on a piano or on a guitar, and you need to do it for each and every one of those instruments playing here. And building something like this with all the different pieces together is so fucking hard. Like, you have no idea. And like, that's Devin. he's a genius at his craft and what he's doing, and this development that's happening here, and with everybody together. He brought the singer, the other one, for like a really short time, just to give an emphasis on like what I always assume is the highlight of the song. It's not a very typical song structure, but you can expect that from Devin in his latest albums. I didn't hear like a chorus or verses or anything repeating itself too much, and that's purely it's a very classical approach to music. Usually they don't have like this type of structure, but this is crazy. Like, everything that's happening here is absolutely bonkers. And the emotions that he's driving through with his singing and his stage performance. Obviously, he can scream while standing up, but at the part that he ducked, he did it mostly, I guess, because he needed this extra power for a really, really long scream, unlike the shorter one in the end. But fantastic work, really fantastic work. Okay, I don't need to give my personal opinion on this song. Obviously, I love it. It's crazy. I love everything that Devin does. I think he's one of the more talented musicians in the industry, and every musician that wants to grow and develop and become something much better than what they are should listen to what he's doing and try to learn from it a little bit. You know, you don't have to do this type of music exactly, but the song organization and the approach to music, and he loves it so much. He's done everything, like from classical music to extremely heavy metal, some of the heaviest songs I ever heard in my life. Listen to City if you want to know a bit more about that, all the way to country and, you know, some poppy songs. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to more stuff from him and see if I can learn anything more, because that's insane. He's really an incredible musician. Yeah, if you have any more song recommendations or anything like that that you want me to cover and review, let me know, and I'll try to approach everything. I'm trying to do several things here in my channel, and if you like this video, obviously like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. It's helping me know that I'm going in the right direction, helping me grow, of course, and see you in the next one. Stay heavy.